Hey there everybody, CJ back at you with another video. And today what I got for you is a WAIVO, and this is probably going to go a little bit long because I've been vaping on a lot of different things. So we're just going to get into it. Just a reminder, join CASA, follow Not Blowing Smoke, and fight for your vaping rights so we can all live a healthier life, because vaping is healthier than smoking combustible tobacco products. And I can say that because I'm not an industry or a company. I'm just an individual that does videos, so there you have it. So anyway, let's get into this pretty long WAIVO. Alrighty, so here we go. First up is something it's not a new product, but I just recently got it. The Vaporesso Target Pro with the, I guess that's a Target tank. I bought this because I've heard so much about the ceramic coils. I've never had a tank with ceramic coils. I wanted to try it. I always thought this mod looked kind of cool. But now that I have it, my opinion's a little bit different. So let's talk about this here. So what I will say is the ceramic coils are very good. You get a really nice flavor from it. Probably better than any cotton or rayon or anything else that I've used. Either other organic cotton coil heads or even building my own. The coil heads are very, very nice. The tank is small. The air draw is kind of restrictive. The mod I thought was actually going to be a lot bigger. It's actually kind of small, which is good, but I don't like this joystick trigger handle, pistol handle. I just don't, now that I have it in my hand, I just don't care for it. That's just me. The mod itself works fine. It does wattage, temp control, all that stuff. It's a single 18650. I really bought this for the tank, and I am kind of happy with the tank. One of the things I don't like is this drip tip, the one it comes with, is really the only one that's going to fit it because it's a weird size, and this cap is domed. So if you put a regular 510, it kind of overhangs and looks silly. The coil heads do fit in other, like a Spire tank, so I think like the Triton or something. So that might be good, but the airflow is just a little too restrictive for me. The juice I have in this, which this we have at WAIVO, I'm going to do a little different. I'm going to tell you what juices I have in it. This is Conspiracy Liquid Area 51. It actually came in my last sample box as a toffee coffee. And in that sample box review, I kind of was like, it's like okay, but maybe because it's steeped a little bit or something. But it's very, very good actually now. It's my first like toffee and coffee flavored. I've tried like cappuccino stuff, juices, and it wasn't that good. But this is just a straight like toffee and coffee, and it's actually very, very good. And maybe these ceramic coils are making that juice better. I don't know, but it's a good vape. It's a really good vape. So, yeah, I mean, the ceramic coils did live up to the hype, so to speak. I just don't know if the extra flavor, extra cleanliness of the flavor, I guess, if it's worth the restricted airflow and the tank, not being able to put drip tips on it and stuff. I don't know. It's just, maybe it's just not my thing. The mod, I really could care less about. So, yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at with this. I mean, it's all very nice. It's all very well built. The tank, the mod, everything very, very good construction. Threads are real nice. The coil heads are everything is very, very nice. Just not my thing. But I love that juice in that tank, so I've been using it. So that's the first one on my what I've been vaping on, and all of these I've been vaping on for at least a week, if not more. The next juice is Daily Dose Night is the juice. It's made by Daily Dose. It's like a cinnamon toast, or like a French toast with cinnamon kind of thing. And I actually have that in two different tanks and devices. First is the Jupy tank, which I did a review on, like a first look. Really liking this tank. It's kind of silly. I thought I wouldn't like it. I bought it because it was cheap and you can re-wick the coil. I've re-wicked the coil a couple times. You do have to use cotton pads. I tried using rayon rope and I tried using cotton bacon V2, and you can do it. It just doesn't work. It's real janky to do it. So organic cotton pad is the best way to do it. I did re-wick it just recently with Fiber Freaks. It's like a polyester rayon and cotton hybrid cotton. It's very good. Same coil because it only came with the one coil. And I thought I might not like this drip tip, but once you use it, it's not too bad. Got that sitting on the Cuboid Mini. I've talked about that many times. And it seems like the more I vape that coil, even after re-wicking it, like the better the flavor gets. I'm running this at 35 watts, and it's great. It's a great vape. This tank is a lot more open than that Vaporesso tank. It's still a restrictive hit, but it's not too restrictive, so you can get a nice lung hit off of it. Definitely no mouth to lung. So that's the first one. Also with the same Daily Dose Night Juice, I have my Therion and the Griffin 25 Mini. It doesn't quite fit on there. I have a bad case of OCD, so like this, you probably can't see it, but this little bit of overhang is it's killing me. Also, this tank, the juice flow is a little weird on it, and I've had some leaking with it, but I think you just gotta get the wicking just right. But I went back to using my kind of old school, my the Ude Clapton with ribbon wire. It's like a fused Clapton with a ribbon included in there, and I forgot how good that wire is for flavor. Also wicked this with the Fiber Freaks hybrid cotton. It is an amazing vape. Clouds flavor way better than I have the regular Griffin 25. I also have the the first Griffin, the 22. This I think blows them both away. Also with this is kind of a strange thing, as I typically don't care for top airflow, but on this I have the bottom and top wide open, and it's amazing. If I close the top airflow, I actually lose some airflow and I lose some flavor, which is normally the opposite of top airflow for me. Normally top airflow knocks the flavor out of it, but this Griffin 25 Mini, I like it just wide open, everything, and it's great. I have a dual coil in there. I put in there that Ude wire. Comes out to 0.24, vaping at 55 watts, and it is awesome. I mean, I've been a bit of a Geek Vape fanboy. I have their Tsunami RDA, I have both avocados, I have all the Griffin tanks. I mean, pretty much everything that they've produced I've tried, and I've liked pretty much all of it. The Tsunami RDA, not so much, but this Griffin 25 I think is my new favorite Geek Vape tank. I mean, it's probably the best RTA I've used to date. It's really good. Tons of flavor. It doesn't hold a lot of juice, but that's fine. I love how short and stubby it is. The build deck is easy to build on. Oh, I'll throw up a picture of that build deck right now, because I tried putting some aliens in there, but they were just too wide. So you have to kind of watch how wide your build's going. You do have to keep the coil itself fairly narrow. So if you got to take some wraps out, you do that. But yeah, once you get the build fitting in there, super easy to wick, super easy to build on, and it's a great vape. Good stuff. So next up, I bought the entire new Grimm Green's signature line of juice, and right here I have Bro Trip. Bro Trip is a it's a strawberry peach limeade. Oh my gosh, this is, I normally don't care for that kind of lemonade-y kind of stuff, but this is amazing. It doesn't have a ton of that lemonade limeade flavor. It's more that they're all very subtle, soft flavors, but oh my gosh, is it good. And of course, I have that in my Cleito tank with the DHD drip tip on the Axis Vapes M17. I did a video for that already, and you know, I've gushed over Cleitos before, so not much to talk about here. Great, awesome. I mean, the flavor, just get that little bit of a tartness from the citrus, from that orange, or from the limeade, I guess. Just a tiny bit of that is great. Strawberry, it's just great. It's good. Next up is also from the Grimm Green's signature line is Normal View. Love this. This is orange cranberry sugar cookie, which again, I'm normally not big on the cookie stuff, but you're going to notice I have a lot of Namber juice. These are all Namber juice, all Nick Green, Grimm Green's lines. Almost every juice from him that I've tried has been amazing. So I have that though in the Wismec Theorem on a Hohm Tech Hohm Slice, and I don't know if my camera's going to pick this up or not, but I am running this in Kanthal temp control. Hohm Tech, they make the Hohm Wrecker and the Hohm Slice. I think it's just those two mods. This can do temp control for everything. It is finicky and fiddly and fidgety to get it right, but you can temp control Kanthal, and I'm doing it right here. They even recommend to use like a regular sub-ohm tank with pre-made coils, but I did it with a custom build, and vaping at 45 watts, 390 degrees, Kanthal. It's a 0.6 ohm build. Yeah, and it's great. Great flavor from this Therion tank. I love that it's matchy-matchy. The O-rings match the mod perfectly. I put that white drip tip. It's just a generic white drip tip. It comes with like a stainless and clear. Didn't care for the clear too much, but I thought that looked really nice. And it's a great vape. Single 26650. Nothing super fancy there. The mod itself, I mean, like, there's gaps and stuff in it, so it's not like manufactured exactly perfectly, but I mean, the overall fit and finish is nice. It has a really nice feel in your hand. I typically thumb fire it, but yeah, for temp control, if you're really into temp control, these Hohm Tech Hohm Slice or Hohm Wrecker, I mean, they're right up your alley. You can also run it just in regular wattage mode, but I mean, I figured if I'm going to do it, I might as well figure it out. So I had to, it was a lot of fiddling, but I got Kanthal working very well in temp control. And I will say this, I took this mod with me running some errands around. It's been very hot here in the Mid-Atlantic, and the ambient temperature, so like right now I'm in the house, air conditioning is on, temperature's staying about the same, so I can vape this and no big deal. Go outside, go in the car, it's hot in the car, you're driving around, and I will notice that this, if it's hotter outside, this will get hotter, the vape will get hotter, so you have to turn the temperature down, and when you come back into air conditioning and this cools back down to the ambient temperature, I can turn it back up to where it was. So it does, ambient temperature will play a role in this Kanthal specifically, Kanthal temp control. But it does it very well. It is fiddly and finicky to get it set exactly right, so it's working correctly. But once you get it figured out, it's actually not that bad. And to be honest with you, I just can't get enough of this Normal View. By the way, these are like 35 bucks for 100 ml. These are 100 ml bottles, so very economical. And like I said, Bro Trip and this Normal View. There's another one called Vlog Day, which is a lemon cream macaroon. It's okay. It wasn't like one of my favorites. I mean, I'll vape the whole bottle, but these two for sure I'll be restocking. So that's the Hohm Tech Hohm Slice, the Theorem, Wismec Theorem Genesis tank, and Grimm Green Normal View. Next up, another Namber juice. This is EpiClouds, from the EpiClouds line. He has a few lines. This is from EpiClouds, high VG basically. This is Mom's Pineapple Cake, and if you like pineapple upside down cake, get some of this in your life. It is a really good juice. and I'm vaping that on. Just pulled out my one of my first mods I bought, a Tesla Nano 60 temp control. It only does, I think, nickel and titanium. I've never used it in temp control. I only used it in wattage mode. But it has like a, what's it got? 3600 milliamp hour battery, 60 watt max. And on that I have the Arymi Gille tank. Which actually I had one of you subscribers actually commented and said, hey, it takes a while for that coil to break in. Because I had about 4 or 5 tanks through. I'm like, gosh, the flavor's just not there. I mean, I don't get it. And whoever it was, thank you, said, well, you know, it takes about 10 tanks for that coil to break in, and after about 10 tanks, started getting better flavor and vapor. And I'm actually finding that to be true. I'm on like tank 8 now, and sure enough, it is slowly starting to come up. I don't know if I'll do a full video for this. I kind of snuck this in on the Jupy tank video I did, but yeah, I mean, it's been good. One thing I will say about this and that Jupy tank, you can, I mean, just chain vape the crap out of it and it will just keep, I mean, it never gets a dry hit. This Gille tank or Gille tank, it's a dry vape. It's not a wet, dense vape. It is dense, but it's a dry, dense vape. Not a dry hit. Just the vape itself isn't very moist. It is a good vape. I do like, I mean, for a $12 tank, I like it. And this Tesla Nano, I don't know, I love this mod. Built-in battery, 3600 milliamp hours, so it lasts a really, really long time, especially when you're vaping at 30 watts. Oh, and I put this drip tip on. It comes with that big, like, top hat, big black Delrin thing. But I noticed if you put a smaller drip tip, it does bring the flavor up a little bit. I've even tried, like, covering some of the holes with my finger, and it actually doesn't help it at all. So, but anyway, Mom's Pineapple Cake, it's a pretty strong pineapple-y, cakey flavor. So I thought, well, if I'm going to put it in a tank that mutes the flavor, I'll put it in this so I can still get some of the flavor, and I can tell when it comes up. And it's definitely been coming up. It's not bad. Now my wife vapes this and she's like, oh, it tastes great. It's, you know, it's fine. I still think it's a muted flavor. I'm going to run, you know, 4 or 5 more tanks through this coil, you know, get 10, 15 tanks through it, and maybe at that point I'll do a review. I don't know, but I'm liking it. It's still a nice vape, and you know, on this Tesla Nano, I think it looks pretty good. So that's Mom's Pineapple Cake and the Arymi Gille tank and the Tesla Nano. And last up, which I've been charging while this video has been going, this is my favorite. This is my all-time favorite juice ever on the planet. It's Doughnut Pounder. It's a glazed donut in your mouth hole. It's got a little bit of a cinnamon finish to it. I buy this all the time. So I mean, I go through, this is a 60 ml bottle for 25 bucks. I probably go through 60 mils every 2 weeks or so, and I always have it on order. So in that, or I have that though in this, my Efusion Duo with the Smok TFV8 and a little DHD cap on there. I have tried every single coil for this TFV8. I like the octuple coil, the 8 coil, which is actually only 4. It's got 4 fused Clapton coils in it. 0.15. They say 50 to 260 watts, 120 to 160 is the best. I vape it at 95 watts, and it's a great, great vape. Tons of flavor, tons of vapor, crazy amounts of airflow. The T6 coil, which is like the next step down, I would vape that at like 85 watts, and then the T or the 4 whatever coil, I would vape that at like 75. So it was like 75, 85, 95. And the RBA section, I did put just whatever build they had. I wicked it and put it in there, and it was good. I think I need to play with the RBA a little bit more. And I was going to do a review video for this, but I just also ordered the TFV8 baby tanks. Bought a couple of those. So they should be shortly, and maybe what I'll do is like a comparison. I think I might do that with the Griffin tank too. Do the Griffin Mini with the Griffin 25 and the Griffin 22, like the whole Griffin video deal. What else? I have a bunch of other stuff coming. I got a bunch of mountain of stuff out there to do videos on. But anyway, Lost Vape Efusion Duo. I have the LiPo in it. I did hook it up to eScribe and set up the battery the correct way. My wife has the same one, but we kept the dual 18650s because 133 watts is plenty for her. But this mod, I just love this mod. I love all the Lost Vape stuff. I actually just bought a Lost Vape Triad too, should be here soon. I also have a couple other tanks coming, weirdo tanks that I'm going to do videos for. But anyway, Smok TFV8 Cloud Beast. I've been enjoying it. I've been really like it. The only thing I kind of don't like about this tank is you do have to run it at a fairly high wattage for it to produce, you know, a decent vapor and flavor. And by the time you get to that wattage, it's actually like pumping vapor out. So, I mean, I call it a violent vape. I mean, it is like pushing vapor. You don't have to take a really big inhale because it is pumping it out of the tank. Some people like that. I don't really care for that. So I'm hoping the TFV8 baby tanks won't be so violent but still have a good flavor and vapor. But we'll find out here shortly. So anyway, Doughnut Pounder, Smok TFV8, Lost Vape, Efusion Duo, DNA 200. 95 watts, 0.16, and the coil is rated 0.15, so it's right on the money there. And it's good. It's good. It's a great vape. Love that. Nice, thick, dense, moist vape. Very, very flavorful. So anyway, that's what I got for you. That's what I've been vaping on. Believe it or not, yes, I've been vaping on 7 different mods and 6 different juices. I typically have 3 or 4 at all times going, but this has got kind of extreme, so I thought I'd do a video. Plus, I hadn't done a video in a while, and I apologize for that. One last thing I wanted to note, I've had this on my table here for a while, is the Vaporesso K-Fun V5 with the mouth-to-lung kit. Was going to do a video for that. I just haven't gotten around to it. So with that being said, I've mentioned a lot of things and I've mentioned a lot of products in this video. What I want for you to do is tell me what video you want to see in the comments below. Someone did say they wanted to see Joytech Evic VTC 60 or something like that. So even if it's something I haven't done, throw down some comments. Let me know what you want to see. And by the way, thank you so much for all the subscribers. We're up to like 750 something subscribers. That's absolutely incredible to me, and I thank you for subscribing. Thank you for all the comments and questions. I try to get to them as best I can. Sometimes there's a couple day lapse there, but if you comment, I try to answer the questions as best I can. Also, quite a few of you have contacted me on Facebook. That's absolutely the best way. So follow me, the Straight Vape page over there on Facebook. Comment there, whatever. I try to post. I haven't been really doing that good. I've actually run my own business too, and that's been very, very busy. So I haven't had a chance to do a lot of videos. But I'm going to try to, again, I keep saying this, but get on some kind of schedule and get these videos out in a regular fashion. With all that being said, now we're over 20 minutes long, and I wanted this to be short, but thank you for subscribing. Thank you for watching. And as always, you keep your vape game strong.